Paying yourself first is not about willpower. It is about removing the decision. If the money never hits your checking account, you cannot spend it. You adapt your lifestyle to 85% of your income, and you never notice the 15% missing. Brian kept the full 100% available to spend, and he spent it all every month. He never adapted. He never built wealth. Paying yourself first is the foundational habit. Without this, none of the other habits matter because there is no money to deploy. Habit 2. Increase savings rate with every raise, not lifestyle. Brian started at his company making $52,000. Over 20 years he got raises and is now making $92,000. That's $40,000 in income growth. His lifestyle grew with his income. When he made $52,000, he lived in a one-bedroom apartment and drove a 10-year-old sedan. When he got promoted and started making $70,000, he moved to a 2-bedroom and bought a newer car. When he hit $92,000, he bought a house and leased an SUV. His lifestyle today costs $90,000 per year. His lifestyle at $52,000 cost $50,000 per year. His spending grew by $40,000. His income grew by $40,000. He absorbed the entire raise into lifestyle. His savings rate stayed at 0. Nicole started at $15,000. She is now making $89,000. That's $39,000 in income growth. When she made $50,000, she lived in a one-bedroom apartment and drove a used car and saved 15%, $7,500 per year. When she got raises, her lifestyle stayed frozen. She still lives in a 2-bedroom apartment that costs the same as her 1-bedroom did in a cheaper city when she moved for work. She still drives a paid-off car. Her lifestyle costs $55,000 per year. It has cost $55,000 for the last 10 years, despite her income growing from $60,000 to $89,000. Every dollar of her raises went to increasing her savings rate. She is now saving $34,000 per year. That's 38% of her gross income. She started at 15%. She is now at 38%. Her lifestyle is comfortable. She is not deprived. She just did not inflate her spending when her income increased. Brian inflated his spending with every raise. He is making $92,000 and saving nothing. Nicole is making $89,000 and saving $34,000. The difference in annual savings is $34,000. Over 10 years, that's $340,000 in contributions. Compounded, that's $470,000. Brian spent his raises on a bigger house and a nicer car. Nicole invested her raises. Brian's house and car are depreciating liabilities. Nicole's investments are compounding assets. 10 years from now, Brian will still be making payments on a house and a car. Nicole will have $1.4 million invested and could quit her job if she wanted. The habit is simple. When you get a raise, do not increase your lifestyle. Increase your savings rate. Live on the amount you lived on before the raise. Invest the difference. If you do this with every raise for 20 years, you end up rich. If you spend the raises, you end up broke at a higher income level. Habit 3. Avoid debt on depreciating assets. Use debt only for appreciating assets. Brian has $318,000 in debt. Mortgage, $260,000. Car loan, $38,000. Credit cards, $14,000. Student loans, $6,000. His debt is spread across things that lose value or things he already consumed. His car is worth $29,000. He owes $38,000. He is $9,000 underwater on a depreciating asset. His credit card debt funded vacations, furniture, and expenses from years ago that provided no lasting value. He is paying 18% interest on consumption that is gone. His mortgage is the only debt on an appreciating asset, but the house appreciated slower than his investment portfolio would have if he had rented and invested the down payment and the difference between his mortgage payment and rent.